Hey, what's going on, guys? 118 Set Shadow here. Well, hope everyone's been having a good holiday week, and we got the New Year's coming up, so we're about to wrap up on the first year of Shadowverse Evolve coming out outside of Japan, out to America. So, with that, we're just gonna take a look at a few different items here to wrap up the year, and then see where it goes from here. At this point, we are on the Uma Musume format, and come February of next year, we'll have set 3 available to us, which will bring us the... what is it? It's Flame of Leviatine, which features Dragoncraft on the cover, but one of the big things that's coming with Flame of Leviatine is the Wonderland series, or the Fairy Tale series. So, we're going to see cards like Alice and Beauty and the Beast and a lot of other things come down that line. But for the time being, it'll be Uma Musume, and we've still got set 2 and set 1 to contend with. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the singles that are going here. So our first one for today is going to be Daiwa Scarlet, which, looking at Daiwa, it's low on listings right now for its base legendary, and it was going down in price for a little while. Historically, this card did start out around $20, and it managed to make its way down to $10, with a few cheaper listings than that for some time. But they all got gobbled up pretty quickly, and now the card is back up to $15. So, I mean, I find it strange that it was sold as cheap as it was, given that Daiwa Scarlet is one of the prime cards that you will likely end up playing in a pure Uma deck at this point. But I digress. At this point, it's back to what I think is a pretty fair value, and it has the potential to keep going up for a little while. Agnes Tachyon, which we talked about last time, but I'll cover it one more time, given that it spiked higher. 9 listings left on its base legendary, and it starts at $35 right now. If you want the Evo version, that's significantly cheaper right now at $4 for the regular legendary, and then if you want the super legendary for that, $12.75 at this point. The super legendary for Agnes Tachyon's base form is currently sitting at 1 listing for $40, and if I recall correctly, this one has already been selling rather high. Yeah, the super legendary for the base form has already made sales at $40, and so there's only 1 copy left at that rate. So, Agnes is effectively the legendary to chase in this set. So, if you need to pick them up, they're way higher than they used to be, and it'll take a bit more money to get yourself in there for that. Now, going into some other items, we're going to look at Kaguya for a second. At this point, Kaguya is still relatively cheap to pick up. The base form is starting off at 5 cents with 45 listings. Market price is 14 cents. Being a gold, the evolved version is higher, 45 cents base and 58 cents market price, so that's still not anything to write home about. But if you want the ultimate rare of the Evo version, that's $88 right now, and market price is $81.50. Looking at history on this one, 3 listings on the base one, and it has sold for $88. $84 was the most recent sell, but those $88 sales were back in November. So it has been a full month, and it has been selling very consistently. I'd take that it's because Uma Musume is out there now, and not as many players are going to be looking into Aegis Control. But Aegis Control is still a strong deck for the format, so I would not discount it at this point. If you're looking for the promo fighter that came from the caravans, that's still one of the more expensive promos to pick up right now at $3-4 if you don't include all the really expensive promos. But we've gone over how a lot of promos for this game have dropped off so far in value, especially the shop promos. They immediately find themselves in the dollar or lower range, but something like this, which currently does not really see much play, is still managing to hold a few bucks. So that's collectible value down the line, and depending on what we get later, there may be some point where this card will actually see a value gain, given what I've seen in the original Shadowverse game. Rose Deer is cheap to pick up right now. For its bronze, it's just 5 cents and market price 14 cents. And if you want the foil version, we have been covering this one. It's been up in value and is still holding around the $2 mark. Market price is about $1.50 at this point. So given that Forestcraft is moving towards burn variants with the Uma Musume format, I would imagine that this will hold for a while. It's up to 11 listings compared to how it was almost sold out before, so I wouldn't think that there is much to worry about in terms of wanting to pick this up. Cerberus is down in value for its legendary and is now a pretty solid $10 given the amount of listings that we've got for it, 27 overall. And the Evo is currently at $277 base. Market price is about $3. And we talked about the massive hype that the Super Legendaries got a while back, but that's been dying down. And now the Super Legendary of Cerberus is $36 for the base form and $14 right now for the evolved form. So significantly cheaper from the massive hype prices that I got before. But ultimately, Abysscraft is looking cheaper and cheaper as we go along. Olivia is also going down in value and has a lot more listings available. 20 listings overall and almost $32 for its base listing. The Super Legendary is still expensive, $69 for the base listing and $73 for the market price there. But it is on its way down. And as formats continue to shift, I imagine it will just keep going down as time passes. Then a few more neutrals to wrap it up. We've got Execution, which has been getting bought pretty readily at $4.50, $4. So it's effectively a $4.50 card right now, even with the available listings that are available at this point. Execution is still viable for the format, especially when you consider decks like Leonidas Midrange Sword, and in general, you could throw this into most decks that handle more of control and just want to destroy amulets as well as followers. Trail of Light, with the 2 different copies that are available right now. The promo foil variant is the more expensive one now, although its market price does not reflect just yet. The original silver from set 1, $150 is the base price, and the market price is almost $3. And then when you look at the base price of the promo version, it's $245, so it is more expensive to pick up now in comparison. And I imagine it will go up in value over time. And the final card to wrap up today is the one card that just never fades away, Bellringer Angel. Right now, it's $14 to pick up the regular gold and $21 if you want the premium. So while I say never fades away, it's still significantly cheaper than where it was before, where the market price of the premium is $29. And if you want the evolved version, the foil version of that one, the premium, is $4 right now, and the market price is over $5. And the regular rarity of it is $129 right now with a market price of $136, which reflects well given that it is the Evo version of Bellringer Angel. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next year.